Read Doc Hammer.
Classic Radio Roundup 27115, Old Timer 4401.
Yeah. Let's show on Citizen Fan Radio.
Yeah. Popular around the country. I heard several long-distance breakers out there talk about Classic Radio Roundup and/or Old Timers.
Well, absolutely, man. Chicago, Indiana, South Carolina. Yep, all over the place.
The ever-popular and ever-famous Classic Radio Roundup 27115, Channel 13.
There's actually, I ran across it on the internet somewhere, or it might have been on a Facebook page. There's another group out in California that does the same basic thing as we do. They have a bunch of guys get together and get the old radios out, and I think they're on Sunday nights or something.
Wow, Sunday nights for us is the snub wrap.
Yep. But same deal. I don't know if they're copycats or just kindred spirits.
Either way is okay with me, but it stands to reason that, you know, the boom happened and, you know, when it happened and now we're all waxing nostalgic, stands to reason that there would be other groups that would form and want to wax nostalgic just like we are.
Oh yeah, there were millions of people in the radio back in the 70s, and a lot of people cut their teeth back then. A lot of people were young, and you know, it represents a fun time in their lives, and I guess it does stand to reason that they might want to try to repeat it a little bit.
Just like we're doing here, Classic Radio Roundup, reliving our youth and having all them radios we can only dream about and fantasize about in the catalog back then.
Yeah, really. I mean, $500 for a Simba, $400 for a Cobra 2000, $380 for that Midland. It was $500 some for the Utopia, and yeah, I mean, the Browning was $800, and Tram was $800. That'd be like a year's salary for me back then, or even when I first started working full time.
Yeah, you'd have almost $10,000 worth of radios if you'd bought them all new what you have now. Back then, it's incredible.
Oh yeah, couldn't afford it, you know. So you can't do it then, do it now. Better late than never.
Yeah, and it would never have occurred to us then that we would be doing it now. But here we are doing it now. Couldn't do it then. Only dream about it. Now I get to actually play with all these classic radios.
Yeah, I thought sonar was just something you use on the ship to see the bottom. Yeah, you know, that's a weird thing too, because my father had a sonar ship-to-shore radio back in the 60s, but I never knew they made CBs. Nobody I know ever had one around here. That's another weird thing. Yeah, this one says double conversion. Sonar's extremely well-made radio. Darn good radio. But nobody had them. Nobody ever had one around here.
I never heard of sonar radios until we started waxing nostalgic and eBay came along and started surfing along eBay. That's when I found out about them. I didn't know about sonar. Heck, I didn't know about a Regency Imperial either till I went window shopping.
I knew about the Imperial, but nobody ever had one. Back then, there was a guy down at Schleifer who used to run a Regency Imperial. He used to use sidebands.
I love that Regency Imperial. That's one fine radio. Man, I'd have been king of the block if I had that thing in the 70s.
Yeah, if you tried to talk on sideband on 16, you'd piss a bunch of people off, because back then people tried to talk on the upper and the lower, and you'd be on both.
Yeah, you couldn't get away with that for long.
That happens when I use that Titan 2 on sideband. What was that, Hammer? My Titan 2 is double sidebanded. It is, just like the Imperial. Do they have reduced carrier? Well, yeah, sideband. They have a suppressed carrier on sideband. sideband were separate circuits, or they used a little of both? Actually, the Tram Titan is very similar to the Imperial in the way it does its sideband. Although the Titan doesn't have the same kind of modulator, though. The Imperial's got those push-pull modulators going on. And a big old transformer. Down around Norristown. Ooh, Elvis Block. Elvis Block Company. Down around, I guess, Bridgeport, Conshohocken, King of Prussia area. No, the name doesn't ring a bell. They used to be back in the 70s, they used to make block. And the guy who worked for them lived in Flagstone, and he used to have a Regency Imperial, and he used to talk to his wife on 5 on the lower side. Oh, yeah. Well, Channel 16, lower side? I used to use Channel 5. Oh, boy. But that would have pissed off a bunch of people. Yeah, all right. The only use is when he went to work and coming home from work, that was it. Other than that, he didn't. He was on AM. But the thing is, it was that distance away, he always went to sideband because the sideband got out better for him. Oh, yeah, definitely would. Makes a lot of sense, but boy, I tell you, people were very quick to jump on anybody. They hear sideband on any channel, but 16 and 23, they'd be jumping off and down. That's not a sideband channel. And 4. That's the way it used to be back then. His handle used to be Blue Boy. That seems to ring a bell, but not a very loud bell. All right, I'm going to stop that cussing right there. All right, gentlemen, pencils and papers ready. If you're interested in some free radios, all you need to do is pay shipping. I will not pay shipping because I can't afford it. There's about, between all these radios, there's probably $100 or more in shipping between all of them. And I can't afford that, but I'll give the radio away if somebody will pay shipping. We have an IC701 ICOM HF rig, operates on 12 volts only at about 15 to 20 amps. The radio works fine. The RIT does not work for some reason. I never have dived into it to find out why. But it's a great talking old 10-meter rig, and all the other bands in it work. And it comes with a hand mic. The shipping will be $40. The radio is free. You send me $40 to my PayPal, and I'll send the damn thing out to you. I'm going to post all these things at the forum. If I tend to lose my transmit, you'll find a list at the forum at Grumpy's. Send me a PM if you're interested. I also have a second D201 23 channel, no mic. It works fine. Cosmetically, it's an 8. It is weak on transmit, probably 3 watts on transmit, but it talks good. It receives fine. It's got a small hum in the speaker. That's going to be about $40 shipping too. And I'll get back with some more here in a minute. Holy moly. Ooh, the 201 sounds good, Hammer. I think Pete ought to get that one. Pete doesn't have a 201. Once again, I'm just clearing some stuff out, guys. I got too much junk sitting around here. These radios all work. The 201 has got some slight age-related issues, but I already have a nice 201, and I'm not going to put the money into, bringing this one back. It receives just fine, and it talks good. It's got about a 3-watt carrier and good forward modulation, but that's about it. It's cosmetically real nice, and it's going to need power supply caps, but that's it. It works fine otherwise. I'm waving my hand. Don't you already have a 201? Yeah, but there's... I don't know. Anybody else, you should mention Pete, he doesn't have one. Yeah, he's quiet though. He must have disappeared to let dogs out or something. Alright, well I'll snag and hammer if he doesn't want it. How's that sound?
That's fine, Sparky. I'll put you down for the 201 unless Pete speaks up. I would give Pete first choice on that since he gives me free liberty to do what I want on his radio. In all fairness, I should give him first dibs on that 201 if he wants it.
Yeah, what else you got?
I'm over here copying the mail. I had to let dogs out. I was on the wireless headphones. But I'm going to have to pass on that right now because of this just recent purchase. The 70 amp supply and a 142 and some other Detrius kind of set me back a little.
Oh, bummer, man. That's a good, sweet deal.
Yeah, well, I don't have no room for it either, but I'm going to have to pass.
Alright, Sparky, I'll PM you at the forum with my email and stuff. Just send me $40 to PayPal to cover for the shipping, and I'll get it boxed up and sent out to you.
Alright, Doc Hammer, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for thinking of all of us, as we would do for you as well.
That is a sweet deal. Probably never see something like that ever again.
Yeah, what else you got?
Well, I've got a Nikon 701. Like I say, it works fine. It's a nice old HF rig. It's got full output, 110 watts with no problem at all. It's a solid state HF radio. It covers everything from 10 to 80 meters. Same deal. I'll give the radio away if somebody will pay the shipping. I'll send it anywhere you want to go in the 48 states as long as somebody will pay the shipping. It's about as heavy as a tram, so I'm estimating about $40 to cover the shipping on that. I've got a Cortez 40 SBE mobile. The radio works great, the receive is perfect, and the radio talks great. But the channel display is kind of flaky at times. That's a freebie as well, $10 for shipping. I've got a Formula D 23 channel, all in the mic, SBE that's mint. And it's got the box and the manual. And if you want both SBEs, about $15 or, I'd say probably $20 to put two radios in one box would cover the shipping on that. I've also got a mint RCA Copilot, little 40 channel AM. That'll take about $15 in shipping. And I have a realistic PRC 455 base. It's an AM base. It works great. The clock does not work. That'll probably take about $15 in shipping as well.
Well, that's quite the collection. Classic radio, roundup.
And there'll probably be a few more. Like I said, I'm going to post a list at the forum in the trade section. And you guys PM me with what you want. The tram is spoken for. But all the other radios, the same deal exists. Pay the shipping and I'll ship them to you because I just got too much stuff and all these radios I have duplicates of.
Finish, friend there when I probably ran out of 10-4. Did you hear them breakers out there? It almost sounds like Night Ranger and Fixer at the same time. Hello, Classic Radio Roundup. The Lots of Opsu base station is checking in.
Hello, lots of Atsu base station. Yeah, I heard the Fixer out there. Hello, old timer 480. If you got a copy on the OT 441. Looks like them conditions are waving in and waving back out. Pick it up there, lots of Atsu. Welcome to the CRR.
Where'd you go, Skater? I'm in here. Just eating a little bit of, what is it?
situation like me over here with Dogus interruptus.
I'm done and hungry. I'm eating anything I can find.
There was somebody else out there calling Classic Radio Roundup. I hear you calling Classic Radio Roundup. Old timer 441, old timer 441 on Classic Radio Roundup. Hello. See, this channel should be just reserved for Classic Radio Roundup only on Wednesday nights. All this other noise and nonsense needs to go away. If you're out there in Skipland and want to participate in Classic Radio Roundup, you're welcome to stay. Otherwise, gotta go.
I was going to say, if they can get rid of the noise in the Port of Cubans and just let the guys that want to participate, that would be kind of cool. When the conditions are running north and south and Night Ranger comes in there at 10 over 9 and stuff, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, with that big Lazy H antenna, he clears the way.
Yeah, how about that? That thing really puts the signal into the air. That's all I talk on.
One of these days, I'm going to have one of them put together up here.
Yeah, I cut mine off too. Oh, no, I didn't.
I do have the room for a pair of Lazy H co-phased antennas. That's the only way I'm going to get that kind of gain.
Hey, Pete, after I get my tower up, and my wife sees how nice it looks and all the antennas are off the house, I'll have to get those two women together.
You see how adamant mine is against it? It's like, see, yeah, all the antennas will be away from the house. No, she'd rather, you know, just not be happy about the antennas on the house.
Oh, really? I thought I heard the ice breaking there. Tree.
I don't know. You may be able to sway her with your wife's persuasion. Yeah, all the antennas are off of the house.
Onion, man. Onion business. You got more wires coming out your garage than a Pico substation. Night train. I was going to say, I thought I heard Night Train mentioned out there.
Yeah, I heard Night Train mentioned out there, and I heard the Fixer trying to get back in there.
Yeah, I find they have a war about every morning.
But, yeah, where was I? I got distracted with the DX land. Let's see if we can pick any of them up. Who's checking in the Classic Radio Roundup? 441, old timer, 441 on Classic Radio Roundup. Yeah, it sure is a mess. Is that Top Gun?
I heard Murphy in there.
Who's in there? Who was that just last in there? Somebody double, will you?
Yeah, it was Top Gun. How about it?
Man, there's a whole lot in there. Anyway, I did hear you in there, Top Gun. I was pretty sure that was you. Hello, Top Gun up there around Maple Grove. 441 down here, you know where, in a volcano crater. Yeah, I hear you there, Top Gun. I definitely hear you getting through all my noise tonight. Hopefully I'm trying to bust my way up your way tonight.
Well, I got a copy on you, no doubt. Alright, I'm going to get back up and out of here. I just wanted to wave a hand.
Alright, my friend, good to hear you. It's been a while since we heard you come through. Sounding good as always, even through all this noise. So take care and hope to hear you again soon.